They have become so red. And how much time it took to grow? Or do you have to take some special diet for growing of the nails? She was becoming so uncomfortable. After that, my breakfast time over and I have forgotten everything. Next day, she came again for the lecture. But that time, she was sitting, her fingers like this. Nobody sits like that. Or she was sitting like this. So my attention was not on the text, but on her. Why sitting like that? And after the talk was over, I said, hey, come here. Now I know you. Give me your hands. No, no, Swami. I said, you have to. You can't say no. And then I saw all her nails were chopped off. They were not there. I said, hey, what did you do? Such beautiful nails. Swamiji, I was feeling very, I cut them all. I said, never mind. I am not interested in you. I was interested in the nails. Where are they? Please give me. Swamiji, what you are talking? I had thrown them away. Now learn the principle. When the nails were included in the definition of I, they were so beautiful, so nice. The moment they were detached from the definition of I, they have become a garbage, is it not? So, what is the pure love? Pure love is don't get carried away by what is appearing as a result of the conditionings. Go to the substratum. See, one more example. It should become very distinctly clear. Then you will never love anybody. You will have love for everybody. Love has got two meanings. Love is a verb and love is a noun. When love is a verb, a boy loves a girl and he falls in that love and gets hurt, that hurting is called as marriage. But the mother does not love the child. Mother has love for the child. Therefore, mother doesn't fall in love, she rises in love. What is the difference? See, friends, the more we become aware of this. So, we all know at this moment in our stomach, in our intestine, lower part of intestine, there is nothing but garbage. In the bladder, nothing but dirty waters. Now you think about it. You don't get a feeling of disgust and hatred. They are included in your definition of I. But the moment they come out, do you go and discuss? The moment they are separated from the definition of I, they become useless, dirty. See, Maharaj, therefore, real Atmabodha is come to this substratum, which is supporting everything. In this, we don't have to do anything. This is the best part. See? Like the vision supports all colors and forms. Is the vision getting influenced by any color and form? It is not getting influenced. That means what? Getting influenced by something is not our essential nature. See? Similarly, all sense organs, whether they are functional or not functional, mind is not influenced by that. Similarly, the mind carrying the likes and dislikes, let it be there. I, the wise person, individual, is not influenced by that. Whether this I is manifest or not manifest, I, the substratum, the pure conscious existence, never get influenced by that. What is Atmabodha, therefore? Start from the periphery, reach the center. Therefore, the principle which I told you right in the beginning, principle is that which appears because of any particular conditioning, it appears but does not have existence. See, childhood appeared. Now, where the childhood has gone? Do we go to the police station and file an FIR? Please find out my childhood body. I still remember I was playing through that. Now, where it has gone? It is not a car. Where it has gone? But we are the same. See, dear friends, therefore, now we come to this conclusion that it is because of the conditioning or upadhi, one appears many, but they are not many. This is the truth. In the same manner, I appear as a waker when identified with the body. I appear as a dreamer when identified with the mind. I appear as a deep sleeper when I reject both of them. But this I is eternally present. Again, analyze your own experience. We do not have the experience of our birth. We may have to write on your passport. See? But if you analyze sincerely, exact time of birth is not known to the mother. That time she is in pain. Who will look at it? The child also doesn't know what is time. The nurses are busy with their phone. And when they can, then they have to write something. Like this, I was in one hospital in Bombay, and for some reason I had to go there. So I asked that nurse, I said, I'll ask you something, please don't mind. Yes. You people tell the time of birth, 7:38. How you exactly come to that point? You will see anybody's horoscope. Nobody is born at a round figure. Nobody is born. Except two. Bhagwan Ram and Bhagwan Krishna. 12 o'clock, although they are not Sardars. Okay? Born at 12 o'clock. Now, where from that time comes? So, neither the mother knows, nor the child, nor the nurse, and on the basis of that, we prepare our horrible scope. And then get carried away. This Shiva, this Shani has come, Mangal has come, they have got better things to do than to look at you, damn. Whole life is spent only on that. See, friends, therefore, the real spiritual practice is first recognize that our expression is through a conditioning. Mind expresses through the conditioning of the eyes is called as vision. The same mind expresses through the conditioning of the ears is called the hearing ability. There are no different minds behind different sense organs. See, friends, in one school, I was talking to kids. I asked them, I said, tell me why God has given us eyes. So all the children said to see. One child was indifferent. Then why the God has given us ears? Everybody said, but he is indifferent. I said, you tell me now. You are not answering. Why God has given us nose and ears? He said, God has given us nose and ears to keep the glasses. Very true. You can imagine if our nose is flat and there are no hooks to put the glasses, where will you hang it? See, friends, one mind expressing through different conditioning appears to have become many, but it is not. But our attention goes only to the differences. We don't come back to the source. Differences we can see easily. Again, in a children's camp, I asked them, hey, today we'll play something. Yes. Tell me what are the differences in all of us one by one. So they were competition. I will tell you one by one. The one said there are some boys, some girls, very good. Some tall, some short, very good. Some fat, some thin, very good. There is no end to the list of differences. I said enough. Now tell what is a common factor in all of us. Quite. One child. What is that? We are all suffering because of you. See, we are all alive because of him. See the common factor. This is the technique of Atmabodha. It is not Atma-jnanam. Jnanam is what you are hearing. Bodha is which is beyond the scope of our sense organs, our mind and intellect. Yato vacho nivartante aprapya manasasa. See, therefore, we neither have the experience of birth nor do we have the experience of growth. It is the courtesy of the children when they address a lady for the first time, Auntie, what is the time? That auntie gets angry. Don't call me auntie, call me Didi. Arey, budao, call me Didi. And for the first time, when an old man is addressed, Dadaji, please sit here. Don't call me Dadaji in public, call me uncle. Arey, budao, you have become old. The reason is we never get experience that we are growing. Because mind cannot be influenced by time. Time is the baby of mind. And the time is born when a sequence is established. Morning event, we got up. Second event, we went to toilet. Third event, we finished bath. Fourth event, we finished our prayers. Fifth event, we had our breakfast. Sixth event, we are getting ready to go. One after another. And then we are late. See, how long I have to wait? I am getting late. So, the time is created when a sequence is established. Be attentive. If sequence is not established, time is not created. When the sequence is not established, for example, we go to sleep, event. Thereafter, no event, no time. Many years before, in 60s, I was caught up in a very bad situation. That time I was young also. Um, in Dadar, TT, I was in a double-decker bus on the ground one, lower deck. And it was heavy rains. And the whole sea was coming inside the city. And near the other TT terminal, there, first of all, the lower portion was underwater. Then the water started climbing. Many people climbed in the first floor. I could not go. Then the water was up to my chest. And after every 2-3 minutes, a big wave will come and splash. And I used to do the Antar Kumbhak, or else you die. It continued for 5, 6 hours, 8 hours. And after that, when I went home, to my friend came to fetch me, I went. And when I got up, I said, my God, I came here at 6 o'clock, now it is 10 o'clock. 4 hours I have been sleeping. He said, hey Babaji, yes, you are in the hospital. Last 4 days. You are not at my home. So for me, there is no time. See, friends, and that is the problem. Therefore, again and again we have to recognize that we are neither born, nor do we grow, nor do we have the experience of death. And the most important thing, we cannot experience our absence. So neither we have the experience of death, nor can we experience the absence But what is our tragedy? We are afraid of death. We can be afraid of something if we had a bad experience earlier. See, like suppose somebody gets electric shock. Now, if you have that experience, next time, whether it is on or off, you will take the tester and see is there or not. Because you are afraid because of earlier experience. But when we do not have experience of death, why are we afraid of death? The answer is we see other bodies dying. I am also a body. Therefore, I will also die. Now, if you accept yourself to be the body, be prepared to die. But our problem is, I want to be a body, but I don't want to die. See, this wisdom is spiritual practice. The more we become aware of these facts, then we will not get caught up in creating a garland. Yesterday I explained you what is a garland. Flowers are collected randomly, put together through some thread, and a garland is created. If I am 90 years, too many flowers, a huge garland. 20 years, less flowers, small garden. 5 years, less flowers, less garden. See? One flower, no garland. What is that one flower? Wherever you are, whenever you are, whatever you are, be 100%. One flower. Live only in today. To live in today, don't bring the dead past in the present. Don't worry about the unborn future. Worry is an attempt to solve the non existing problems. See, we unnecessarily get worried and we do not know what is happening. Many people, "Oh, gee, I don't know what is going to happen." If you don't know, then relax. If you know, then be prepared. Where is a place for worry? See, friends, one old man in Bombay asked me this question. These days I am having a lot of fear of death, Swamiji. Please help me. I said, okay, I guarantee you will die. No, not that. Fear means what? Whether I will die or I will not die. I am afraid whether I will catch the flight or miss the flight. In the same manner, fear about death means what? Whether I will die or not die. Guarantee you will die. No, not that. After I die, what will happen to my property, my wife, my children? Blah, blah, blah. Don't ask me, ask them. They will answer. We are waiting. Ahankara vimudhatma karata hamiti manyate. Now, this big introduction I have given you only for one reason. When we are identified with the body, we become a waker. And when we are in deep sleep, where are we, when are we, and what are we? We are nowhere, we are never, and we are nobody. When these three things happen, net result is we are happy. But what we do after body identification, as if that is less problem, we bring the dead past in the present and create a big garland. In one Ahmedabad Management Association, management gimmick, I was playing with them. All the necktie people came, and evening we used to have satsang for all the people. So heterogeneous crowd, ladies, gents, children, grown up, old, dada, nana, all kinds. I said, today we'll play one game. I will invite anybody, he or she has to come and do whatever I tell. Management is like this. Management is a myth. Mismanagement is the truth. So they came. One boy called, hey, you come here. He came, small, maybe about 5, 6 years. Now you speak about yourself for 5 minutes. Now he was standing quiet. I said, come on, start. You have to speak for 5 minutes about yourself. Very difficult for him to talk. Hmm, frustrated with great difficulty. I like chocolates. Again, silence. I said, very good. Tell something more. Again, some silence. Hmm, difficult what to talk. I don't like taking bath. Second thing. I said, continue. Very good. He said, nothing to talk. Then stand here for 3 more minutes. 5 minutes are given to you. He said, no, I will not stand. I said, no, you have to stand. He said, if you don't allow me, I will do susu here. Threatened. See, I was defeated. He went back. One experiment over. Second experiment. Then I called one. 85 you not out. I said, Dadaji, please come. Now you have got the same thing. You have to talk about yourself for 5 minutes. And he started. We have to call the security to bundle him and take out. So when the 5 minutes, I say, here time is over. No, I have just warmed up myself. Imagine. Are you going to boil us or what? Now come to the point. When the past was so long, you have got many things to talk. For the child, past is hardly little, hardly anything to talk. And if we really consciously live in the utter present, you will, without any efforts, keep your mouth shut and mind quiet. Therefore, real Atmabodha takes place when we transcend time, space, object. बीजस्यान्तरिवाङ्कुरो जगदिदं प्राङ्निर्विकल्पं पुनः माया कल्पित देश काल कलना वैचित्र चित्रीकृतम. The whole world is nothing but time, space, and object. And when we talk to others, what do we talk? About the things and beings of our past. And when we talk to ourselves, we talk about the future. After the lecture is over, I'll go. I have got so many people for dinner. I hope nobody comes more than that. Otherwise, it is problem. And here Brahman is running around. Sorry. Recognize these two things. When we talk to others, we talk about the past. When we talk to ourselves, we talk about the future. Net result is we are never in the present. And then we complain. Mind is too disturbed. Don't complain. Recognize. Mind runs in time, space, and object. See? Control of the mind with reference to space is dharana, according to Patanjali. With reference to object, dhyana. With reference to time, samadhi. Dharana, dhyan, samadhi. These three disciplines are given so that our mind is no more running mad. Now see, when we talk, what is happening? We are all the time getting lost in the past. When we were children, simple thing I'll tell you. Nobody is interested in our past. Everybody is concerned about their future. But an old person like me, now what future I have got? I have got only past. See, if I have got peanuts in my pocket, can I distribute chocolates? Therefore, I'll bring my past. जब हम छोटे थे, who cares? The more we learn this consciously, you will see you will remain relaxed and spontaneous. Spontaneity is the expression of divinity. When you open your eyes, everything is seen exactly as it is. Spontaneous experience. Because you are healthy, you are normal. But if you have got glasses, you open your eyes and start searching. You are not normal. See? Therefore, first we have to get rid of this waker, waker, waker. Enough of it. Therefore, two things. One, before we talk to anybody on any topic, ask a question to yourself. Is it necessary to talk? Afterwards, we regret. I should not have said. I'll tell you one um, imaginary example. I told one of my friend, I said, hey, I want to tell you something very private, but don't tell anybody. No, no, Swamiji, you are my great friend. How can I tell? See, before I became a Babaji, I was in the jail for the punishment of murder. But then now somehow I have bribed the people and ran away, and then I became Babaji. Those who are unfit for everything, they become either Babaji or a politician. I prefer to be a Babaji. But don't tell anybody. No, 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 Swamiji, why don't you? That fellow had another friend. Do you know about Swamiji? Don't tell anybody. Like it went around. And then, Swamiji, what people are talking about you? I am telling you, this is what everybody is talking. Now, where from it started? See? Purnamadaha Purnat Purnamudachyate. Just understand this. We have to learn to remain in the utter present. Then play the game of life. Then what should we talk? You talk about weather, you talk about government. These are all illusory things. When you talk about illusions, it doesn't create sin or merit. Suppose you talk about the mirage water. That day I saw mirage water, it was so dirty. It makes no sense because it doesn't exist. In the same manner, talk about government. It makes no sense, it doesn't exist. It is only an appearance. Slowly, you will learn to remain cheerful and happy under all conditions. Don't become serious in life. Once in some platform, about half a dozen Babajis were sitting, I was also there. After my talk was over, there was one very serious elderly Babaji. That time I was very young. And he said, look here, don't mind, but I am elder than you. Therefore, I will like to tell you something. I said, sir, please tell me. Don't talk on Gita so lightly. Gita is our scriptures, you should talk seriously. I said, okay, I'll do that. Never argue with elders. Before they say anything, you say yes. Next moment they'll forget yes about what, and you are relieved. Don't argue. So one youngster was with me. He asked, Swamiji, why didn't you tell him? I said, look here, he's the elder person. We should not argue with elders. Now you tell me. I said, listen, if you have studied Bhagavad Gita, there Sanjay distinctly tells Dhritarashtra, Bhagwan Sri Krishna delivered his discourse prasanniva bharata. When he delivered original Bhagavad Gita cheerfully and happily, why do you bring out tragedy and misery? The real spiritual practice is you are ever cheerful and happy. See? When you start this thing, you have helped yourself conquer the body identification. Because you are not talking about your past, you are not talking about your future, you are living in the present cheerfully, happily, happy go lucky. See? Now, after this is over, we come to the second conditioning, the mind. The mind is the one which will have natural tendency to get disturbed. See? Once in Goa with some kids, I was in the sea. not very deep, maybe about chest deep. And we are playing fun. There was one elderly gentleman. He also came there, put on the towel, and Vivekananda pose he was standing. I said, hey, come on, get in. He said, no, I'm waiting for the waves to quieten. I said, you make a statue of yourself. Waves will not quieten. Exactly. If we imagine, if the mind is at peace, I'll be happy. You have to learn to drive the vehicle in Coimbatore in spite of the holes on the road. Because Coimbatore is the holy city. Anywhere you go, holes and holes and holes. See? And then if you imagine, after the roads will become all right, then I will drive you, you will remain inside your house. In the same manner, don't give too much value and importance to the disturbed mind. Don't care for it. This okay, we remain disturbed. Who cares? But we start pampering. The child says, I don't want to take food. Oh, don't take. No, no, beta, you have to take. Please take. No. He gets spoiled. We are spoiling our mind. If you are disturbed, who cares? Let it be disturbed. Don't give undue importance to the peace of mind. Whatever you give undue importance, that start troubling you. And when you thus remain indifferent to the quality, the status of your mind will slowly quieten down. In our morning class, we are studying that how the mind goes through different stages and how we come to yoga chittavritti nirodha and then tada drashtuhu sarupe avasthanam. Meaning what? Thought free mind is consciousness. And to be thought free, we have to learn not thoughtless mind. Thoughtless mind will be stone, a table. Thought free mind means what? Mind which has the thoughts, but it is not disturbed by the thoughts, is the thought free mind. So let the thoughts come and go, who cares? By this, the second conditioning, we slowly conquer. So first conditioning is body, because of which we have become somebody. The second conditioning is the mind, because of which we become happy, miserable. And then the third conditioning, the deep sleep. We are illuminating absence of waking and dream. Therefore, waking and dream has come and gone, but we have neither come nor gone anywhere. This is what is said here. Anadi avidya anirvacha karana upadhi uchyate. So gross body is one conditioning through which the reality is expressing as somebody. The subtle body is another conditioning through which experiences good and bad are gathered. And the third conditioning is anadi avidya. Avidya is incomplete knowledge. There cannot be absence of knowledge. Many places they translate ignorance means absence of knowledge. Knowledge cannot be absent. When I say I do not know Tamil, that what does it mean? This much I know that I don't know Tamil. So where is the knowledge absent? See friends, therefore anadi avidya means incomplete knowledge. And what is the incomplete knowledge? Only this body I am, that body I am not. I am body is not the problem. Only this body I am, other body I am not is the problem. See friends, in this manner, when these wrong notions about ourselves, about the world, about God, and about spiritual practice, when these wrong notions are corrected without creating new notions, then we have started our journey towards the Atmabodha. And in that Atmabodha, what will be the experience? Experience will be earlier I was a fool, but now I know what I am. Can you be proud of your foolishness, past foolishness? And therefore, realization does not create an arrogance of achievement, because realization is discarding the foolishness. See, it happens many times. We are searching for the key and shout at everybody, and all people are watching us, our wife or children, everybody watching us, and we are shouting, "You people always take my things." Where then? Everybody is laughing, and you become more angry. You are laughing at it. Where is my key? And they tell, "Papa, the keys are in your hand." Eh. That time, are we proud of that knowledge? No, we are ashamed that we were searching for something which we are. And therefore, spiritual attainment can never create an ego of achievement. See, friends, therefore, Atmabodha is discard all the special status awarded to us by anybody, like the waters. Put the waters in any container, a petri dish, water is comfortable. A test tube, water is comfortable. A capillary tube, water is comfortable. No problem. Ice cube, personality. Don't come near me, don't come near me. This strong liking and disliking creates these wrong notions. Therefore, Panchakoshadi Yogena Tat Tanmaya Ivastitaha Shuddhatma Neelavastradi Yogena Spatiko Yata. Example is given. Like, now here the example, I can tell you in our day-to-day examples. If you have got a glass and which has got maybe half a glass water. Glass is transparent, water is transparent. If you keep that glass with the background, this blue background, from a distance it will appear that the glass is blue as well as the water is blue. But it is not. Exactly the same way. The truth that we are, with reference to the body, we think I am body. With reference to mind, we think I am mind. But not really. Be attentive. When we are not identified with the body as in dream and deep sleep, do we cease to exist? We continue to be. So, I am not because of the body is because of me. See? The more we become aware of this, we will be naturally able to withdraw from the world, although performing dynamically in this world. To be successful in the outer world, we have to be passionate about success. Then only you can succeed. But in that passion, we should not get lost. Therefore, there should be associated dispassion. Succeed to reject. Like we take the sugarcane piece, put in our mouth, and keep on chewing and take away all the juice. Being Indians on the roadside, Americans and Singaporeans, they collect it and put it in dirty flowers. You see the purses or the pockets of all these people, nothing but tissue papers. First work they do when they go home, take out all the dirt and put it. We are said, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. One lady, she was complaining. I went to their house. Swami, you please tell him. He's so terrible. I am tired of telling him. I kept quiet. He is a smoker. I tried to tell him not to smoke. He doesn't listen. Okay, smoke. But everywhere, the smoking cigarette butts are there. Sometimes the cigarette is half burnt, sometimes full burnt, everywhere. Tell him at least he should do it in an ashtray. I said, "Hey Mahatmaji, what do you have to say?" "Swamiji, I am your follower." Then you told us, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. The world is my house. Then, now when the world is house, this room is like ashtray, relatively. Take life lightly. Don't become serious on any issue. That happiness is our essential nature. See? Therefore, Panchakoshadi Yogena Tattanmaya Vyavasthitaha. In association with the Panchakoshas, we become body, we become prana, we become mind, we become I, we become Ajnanamaya Kosha. But in reality, we are untouched by them. Like the color is not touching the glass and the water. See? When we are influenced, what exactly happens? Like an ignorant person, a child, looks at the glass with the water with a blue background. What is his understanding? The glass is blue and the waters are blue. Okay. What is the understanding of a grown up man? No, no, it is only the association with that background. It looks like that. If you remove it and put in the yellow, it will look yellow. Wise man, grown up man can say, now apply the same principle on yourself. If I am associated with the body, then I am a man, woman. When I am not associated with the body, I am not either a man or a woman, but I continue to exist. What we have learned right from childhood is only conditioned expression of the infinite. We have to get out of this wrong notion. See? Take one simple example to understand this. Where we are sitting, it is called as the hall space. Outside is the total space. What is the understanding? The space is in the hall or the hall is in the space. See? But achievement in life, 1 BHK in Bombay, useless, daridri. So, understanding should be the hall is in the space is not in the hall. And without the hall also, the space continues to exist. It's a gross example. Now come to our own direct experience. External air and internal air. External space, total space. Internal space, hall space. External air, total air. Internal air, prana. If the connection between the external air and internal air is cut, is life possible? Therefore, the body is in the air or the air is in the body. We break and the barrier of this body identification, we start expanding. Next step, whatever is included in the mind, that alone exists for me. Like you are sitting here, you are included in my mind, or I am included in your mind. Now the inquiry is, where do you or I experience your presence? Am I experiencing you where you are, or I am experiencing you in me? See? Now, if these two minds, external mind and internal mind, if they are separate, can there be knowledge? It cannot be. Therefore, in one mind only, it includes the object and the same mind only knows the object. Therefore, the same mind is outside and inside. And therefore, the body and the prana, they are in the mind. So, we are still expanding. See, my friends. Now, the mind is limited to waking and dream, but deep sleep also we experience. So, what is the waking and dream? Something is present. What is deep sleep? Abhava pratyalambana vritti nidra. Absence experience is the nidra, deep sleep. Are we not supporting both the presence of waking and dream and the absence of waking and dream? Yes. Therefore, who we are? The one who is supporting the presence and the absence has to be beyond the presence and absence. And therefore, when we do not have the experience of our absence, is it necessary to say that I am present? See, Panchakoshadi Yogena Tat Tanmayavastita. Because of our association with the Panchakoshas, we get lost in that. But if you start inquiring properly, you will see that Mai eva sakalam jatam, Mai sarvam pratishtitam, Mai sarvam layam yati, Tad Brahmadvayam asmyam. Everything is born in me, everything is existing in me, everything goes back to me. If I am not there, my wife, my children, my country, my religion, my achievement, my failure has no existence. See, my friends, the more we recognize this, because of association with the conditionings, we become somebody. Whenever we become, we suffer. In being, there is no suffering. In deep sleep, we are not becoming anybody. Therefore, we are happy. The moment it is waking or a dream, nothing but miseries. Because we have become somebody. Becoming is samsara, being is Paramatma. Becoming depends on the conditionings, being is unconditioned experience. You are here, I know because of the vision. For a blind person, there is no possibility of knowing colors and forms. But I know myself through sense organs, through mind, through intellect. How do I know myself? Oh, green me, yellow me. No. Fragrant me. Aha. No. Loving me. Emotion. No. Concept me. No. We are neither object of experience, nor an emotion for the mind, nor the concept for the intellect. That which is beyond the limitations of sense organs, mind, and intellect, that we are. After having recognized this, then play the game of life. With the children, be childlike. But what we do, when the children are there, we become grown up. So if the child is sitting, don't sit, stand up. Because we are grown up. We have to teach everything to somebody. And if the child is standing, don't sit down. Don't become anybody. See? The other day, one girl here only, she was telling her mother, I like this Swami. So mother said, why? He talks to us like us. So when she came to meet, I did not say, hello, Hari Om, how, I said, hey, come on. So, so happy. But we become wise. Namaskar. Sat. Array, kids are kids. We like a child with the child. But then we become somebody. Don't become anybody, my friends. Be. In that being is fulfillment in life. See? Therefore, Shuddhatma, we are essentially pure. We don't have to become pure. We don't have to become divine. Whether we want or we don't want, we are divine. Whether we know or we don't know, we are divine. Is it compulsory? Yes, it's compulsory. You cannot be anything else but the truth. But when we disrespect ourselves, how can others will respect us? And disrespect is that infinitism curtailed into the finite. Papoham papakarma. Then go to hell. See? Shuddhatma anila vastradi yogena spatiko yatha. Therefore, friends, all the spiritual practice is not doing anything but a process of undoing. Spiritual practice is not becoming somebody but the process of unbecoming whatever you have become. And this is what we all do every day when we go to sleep. All the things that we have done are undone in the deep sleep because you are nobody and you do not become anybody. Undoing and unbecoming is the catchword of spiritual practice. But everywhere do this. And therefore, meditation also we do. Is meditation like preparing upma? See? Take this, put the it will come. Aha! We have to live 24/7 in meditation. See? Otherwise, normally what happens? Half an hour meditation, rest of the day frustration. What happened? Since I did meditation, too much of headache. Who told you to do that? See, friends, वपुस्तुषादिभिः कोशैः युक्तं युक्त्यावघाततः आत्मानम् अंतरम शुद्धम विविच्यात् तंडुलम यथा. The number of examples given by Bhagavan Shankaracharya is so unlimited. See, those who are from the village background and farmers community, they know when the paddy is harvested, dried, and then you have to take out the rice out of the shell. Husk is to be separated. So we put it in the ukhal and then go on pounding. But if we pound in such a manner, only the husk comes out and grain remains intact. It cannot be done the way we want. There is a technique. Exactly the same way. Apustushabi yuktam. So our self is covered by the husk of panchakoshas. Yuktya avaghatataha. Now by proper technique, not haphazardly. When you thus slowly remove these panchakoshas, Atmanam antaram shuddham vivichat, then come to discover that you are the divine supporting, be attentive, supporting all the complementary opposites in life. Therefore, you are beyond the complementary opposites. Joy, opposite is misery. Are we not supporting both joy and miseries? Therefore, who are you? You are someone other than them. Then what should do the spiritual practice? Because of the misery, don't become miserable. Because of the joy, don't bounce out of your own skin. Keep your balance. Therefore, whenever you are happy, never promise anybody anything. You will do a mistake. See? And when you are angry, never discuss anything with anybody. And when you are confused, never take any decision. The mind will be under your control. Therefore, Atmanam yuktaihi, koshaihi yuktam, yuktya avaghatataha. By proper understanding, yukti, knack. All spiritual practice is a knack. Like what? Swimming is a knack. There are people, they just can't learn swimming. One of my friends in USA, we had a very good time. He, his wife, and his child, 3 years or 4 years child. We went to swimming pool. So I got into the pool. I know swimming. His wife, she knew, she got into the pool. That child, 3, 4 years, he also got into the pool. I said, hey, Mahatma Ji, come. So he said, no, no, Swamiji. I said, why not? Then wife was very happy. Swamiji, he doesn't know swimming. I said, your son is able to 3 years, he can swim. Why can't you? I don't know, I tried my best. Tried so many times, I just can't swim. You cannot teach swimming, it is a knack. Same thing, balancing on the bicycle, you can't teach it. It happens. One boy in Bangalore, hardly 2.5 to 3 years, his father got a bicycle for him and he just rode on that. And he, as if he knew it for years together. Then the father has to run, don't go so fast. He said, don't worry. It is a knack. Spiritual life is a knack. It is not a serious affair. Because you don't have to gain anything. Na kuch pana, na kuch khona. You don't become divine, my friends. Therefore, don't wait. दर्शन दो घनश्याम नाथ वह कैटरेक्ट हो गया है. No, let him express through you. See? And God can express through us only in one mode. Be happy. But what we do? We want to become happy. When you become, you will be go. Coming and going will be associated. Therefore, like we take out the grains of rice from the paddy by proper way, in the same manner, vivichat tandulam tatha. So remove the atmanam antaram shuddham. You, the immaculate pure self, discover this is what you are. Now, what should be the practice? The practice will be not difficult. Number one, we don't have to prove anything to anybody in this world. We don't have to justify anything. We are answerable to our own conscience, not to the world. Number four, are we gathering guilt on our mind as a result of our interaction with the world? Are we precipitating arrogance of goodness in our mind? Keep a vigilant eye on the quality of the mind before we take up anything. During the execution, after the job is done, mind should remain immaculate as it is, like a catalytic agent. Catalytic agent speeds up the process, chemical process, but doesn't get exhausted in that. In the same manner, the catalytic agent for a spiritual seeker is remain inspired every moment. And whenever we do through anything through inspiration, you will discover fulfillment in action, not fulfillment from action. This was the message Bhagwan Krishna gave to Arjuna. Klaibyam masma gama partha na etatvai upapadyate kshudram hruday daurbalyam tyaktotishta parantapa. Hey Arjun, don't lead your life as an uninspired, frustrated failure. Kliba means important. Kliba means without inspiration. Kliba means not having any zest to succeed in life. See, friends. Therefore, Klaibyam Masmagama, don't lead a life of uninspired existence. Every moment we are living by, why? Because I am not dying, somehow I am living. No! Live cheerfully, happily. The external prosperity and internal peace, when they are perfectly balanced, we are really walking the spiritual path. And for that, we don't have to have the red and yellow clothes. This is only, ours is like police uniform. About this, somebody asked, Swamiji, why you people put on this uniform? I said, okay, I'll remove all of this. No, 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 not. What is the reason? I said, if a police officer stands on the crossroad with a cross lungi lifting up and a scarf in the thing and bidi in his hand, and if he wants to guide the traffic, will anybody listen to him? He has to put on proper dress, isn't it? So the dress is respected, not the man. In the same manner, when we go with this dress, it is our dress by which, so when the people talk to us, they will not ask, Swamiji, will I get this number if I play this thing? No, 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 no. They come to They'll ask, Swamiji, what is God? And we fool them and relax. See, friends, therefore, let us know these are all the conditionings. Yuktya, by proper, don't get too much involved. Perform your job inspired, dynamic, and cheerful. And discover joy in action. Don't expect when I do this thing, I will get that thing, then I will be happy. In short, what we are doing, we are postponing our happiness in the future period of time, and it will never come. Give it a try and be happy. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya